Welcome, esteemed school board members, district staff, graduates, families, and friends. I have the great privilege and pleasure to serve as the principal of A3. When I think about the graduating class of 2020, the word perseverance comes to mind again and again. The word means, if you look it up on Wikipedia, it's a persistence in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. The journey at A3 has not been the easiest for you, but the fact that you have stuck with it through all the hard times, not just through your dedication to the school, but to each other, is such an shows amazing heart, dedication, and caring to one another. The tenacity that you've mastered making this journey is going to make your life ahead so much easier. And as you step into this new world, I have no doubt that your kindness, your caring, and your attitude is going to take the world by storm. Extraordinary things have happened and are happening right now as we speak. It will be important that you embrace the opportunity that these extraordinary things create. Continue your art, continue your passion, because adversity shouldn't be the end of those beautiful things and those beautiful moments. They should only be the beginning. In the years to come, I see an explosion of innovation. History will tell us that that's the case. And as an A3 student, you're uniquely poised to be part of that and to lead others. As Nelson Mandela once said, he was a renowned South African anti-apartheid leader, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Let those words guide you in your next steps of your life, no matter where that journey leads, because nobody can stop you from achieving your dreams. Go forth and make magic. Thank you.
I want to thank everybody who is in attendance today. Thank you for coming. From the Springfield Public School Board to SPS administration and staff, to A3 administration, to A3 certified and classified staff, to A3 parents and all students, thank you for your contribution to these young adults reaching this moment. And thank you to everybody watching at home today. Thank you to Principal Amy Beard. Amy, where would this school possibly be without your incredible, passionate leadership? Thank you. Thank you, Wendy Zacharias, A3's college counselor, who for 4 years tracked these seniors' every move under extraordinary circumstances and often goes unnoticed. Thank you. And thank you, graduates, for the opportunity and the honor to be your keynote speaker. I've taught and coached for 31 years, and this moment, this selection by you, is a career highlight. Thank you. Life can change in an instant. My father was in high school during the Great Depression. The stock market crashed October 19th, 1929. My mother was in high school during World War II. Pearl Harbor was December 7th, 1941. And you were in high school during COVID-19. Each of you has tremendous potential to take on the effects of this pandemic. Like any pandemic, this one will come to an end. There will be a future where we are all on the other side of this, and you will be there to mentor others on how to cope with the many challenging events from your lifetime, like a pandemic, climate change, racial injustice, social unrest. If there were high school yearbooks in 68 AD, the Greek philosopher Epictetus would have submitted his famous quote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Think about how difficult your high school journey has been. Eloquently summed up by graduating senior Gabe Sabrowski on April 22nd, when he came to A3 for materials, drop-off, and pickup. Quote, "Freshman year was the presidential election. Sophomore year was our school's tragedy. Junior year was the uncertainty and the change, and now COVID-19. Life can change in an instant." For 16 straight years, former South Eugene High School principal Don Jackson spoke to the graduating class by starting his speech about the flight of the bumblebee and how the bumblebee, with its tiny little wings, didn't know that all laws of physics suggested it shouldn't be able to fly. Don was my mentor. People looked forward to his bumblebee message of hope every year. The bumblebee was a metaphor for what could a graduate do? What could you do? If you didn't know, you could fail. Ponder for a moment, what would you do with your life if you knew you couldn't fail? My message of hope goes like this: be confident, believe in yourself. Walk into every room with that belief. It's nice when someone else believes in you, but you have to believe in yourself. You just have to decide you want to. Don't take anything personally. This is from Don Miguel Ruiz's book, The Four Agreements. Life gets a lot easier when you decide that someone else's hurtful words are no longer of any importance to you. It's quite freeing. Most times when people say something to you, it's really about them, not you. Decide today that you're going to try to practice the idea of not taking anything personally. And make a decision that benefits your future. Give yourself a graduation present. Think and make a decision about your future. When I was your age, I wanted to go away to college. My parents had no money. I had to pay for everything I did. So I went to my local college, Arizona State University, but I just wasn't happy. One night before my senior year, I made a decision. I'm moving. In one moment, I made a life-changing decision. I quit school, and I quit 2 jobs that I loved. I packed up everything I owned in the back of a Ryder truck and drove across the desert from Phoenix to Los Angeles. My first job was at Pepperdine University in Malibu. Masood Mahmood offered me a full-time cashier job on the spot. I knew I couldn't afford rent at $4 an hour, but between the ocean I was looking at, right out the window, and the very attractive woman working at the cash register, I said, yes! 1 week later, that very attractive woman, named Christine, and I went out on a date. 36 years later, Christine and I still spend every day together. She is my lifelong partner and friend. By making a decision, my life changed in an instant. So I send you off today with the best of what has taken me a lifetime to learn. Be confident, believe in yourself, don't take anything personally, and make a decision that benefits your future, because your life can change in an instant. Congratulations to all the graduates. Thank you for this opportunity. I close with a poem that I wrote in your honor. It is called Winter Day Wednesday. Cadence. Spencer Lewis, Connor Conchetta Kahea Elza, Aiden Devon Davin Raven, Jingwen Madison Zabian, Xander Zacchaeus Genesee Zachary, Jamie Carly Sophie Saheli Clarity, Tiana Triana Maria, Stacia Aurora Victoria Isabella, Samantha Elena Isadora Nora, Nathaniel Matthew Cat, Jack James Joe Quinn Gabe Sage, Travanian Benjamin. Winter Day Wednesday.
Hello, A3 senior class of 2020. Hiya to all of your family and friends that are watching, and hello, mate, to everyone else that's stuck listening to me talk. We did it, y'all. The 4 years, or 3, or 5 of high school are over. That's crazy. Most of us have been through so much together, and what a wild end this is. When I was writing this, I was sitting in my living room wearing pajamas. I was even wearing PJs when Wendy called and told me I graduated. I wouldn't be surprised that when watching this video, some of you will be wearing PJs. I remember packing for Headwaters my freshman year and wondering what pajamas to take, what it would be like at this new school. I remember meeting all of the other freshmen at Willamette Lane before getting on the bus and panicking, trying to find the 4 people I knew from middle school. Then I had my first A3 click moment. A random senior that was on maintenance crew came up to me and asked which bus I was supposed to get on. Seeing a friendly face, even though I didn't know the person that it belonged to, was the thing I needed most at that moment. Throughout the time that most of us have spent at A3, we've had similar moments to that one. Someone helps you out in some way or another, and you get a feeling of calm and think, yeah, this is all right. Our graduating class in particular has had to deal with quite a few tough moments, and in my experience, the staff have always been that friendly face to ask if we need any help. But no matter what we've faced together, we've been just that, together. And even though we cannot be physically in the same space now, we are together in the memories we share of A3. The memories of Headwaters and Day 3. Every confluence, artibration, dance concert, play, senior recital, gallery walk, night of the arts, and so many more. We have those memories of each other in our element, thriving and succeeding. Now we get to have this video commemorating our final moments of being students at A3. I don't know if you remember the first few moments of high school, but I do. I remember Erin dancing down the aisle during Wednesday Night Live. I remember the Crop Sisters self-defense workshop. I remember Andy Hawk with almost no hair. I remember meeting Scott, Nissy, Kyle, and Jenny in the P Studio for Humaniquaries. I remember almost exactly what Studio 2 smelled like because of all the theater classes in there. I remember the difference between A3 and HSC kids. I remember seeing someone take a break from class and walk around the main building. I remember Ariana frantically steaming the Harvey costumes. I remember being afraid of the twos and the teachers teaching them. I remember everyone getting Facebook just to join the arguments on the People Who Go Went page. I remember our alternating electives. I remember how far the walk was from HSC to the Memorial Building. I remember how short all of you used to be, and I remember exactly how I felt when I realized how great our school is. After today, we will officially no longer be students at this school. After today, we choose what our next steps are. It could be college, it could be working, it could be something that we really haven't decided yet. For now, none of us know exactly what our futures hold. We can do anything, but only if we choose to do it. We have to be go-getters. We have to march up to what we want to do and do it. We have to do what the school taught us and combine what we're interested in with what we're obligated to do. Be gracious while working with other people, refine and reconstruct what we're doing until we are in love with it. And most importantly, we need to advocate for ourselves. I know that each and every one of you can do anything you put your mind to. So no matter what we choose to do or how different our paths will be, we will have all come from the same place. And as we start toward whatever future we make for ourselves, we can always look back on the strange little community that we came from. So thank you, parents, teachers, staff, and students for making the past 4 years at the Academy of Arts and Academics so wonderful. Congratulations on graduating class of 2020. We did it!
strange the change from major to minor every time. Every time. Every time we say goodbye.
Wednesday Adams. Sage Bell. Joe Elizabeth Belmont Smith. Clarity Carlson. Elena Shillette. Awesome. Xander Clark. Stacia Compton. Elza Cashel Corkery. Connor Davison. Winter Hope Estelle. Carly Dean Flores. Madison Rose Forsyth. Jamie Robert Fox. Aurora Rebecca Greenwood. Maria Rose Gutierrez. Benjamin Halprin. James Halstead Yanes. Saheli Edna Jim.
Zachary Tyler Johnson. Isadora Judd. Aiden McPherson Lefevre. Spencer Long. Sophia A. Lopez. Triana Rose Lopez. Tiana Elaine Lowe. Nora McCarthy. Zabian Drake McKee. Genesee Lee McPhee. Raven Muir. Quinn Louise Nelson. Matthew Peterson. Kahealani Wasman Khalili. Trevanian Poor. Samantha Riddell. Isabella Rose Roberts. Catherine Romig. Cadence Alwyn Anna Luna Rose. Lewis Marshall Dean Russell. Gabriel Augustus Zabrowski. Jack Selberg. Victoria Wilhite. Abby Day Wiltshire.
Zacchaeus Miguel Boussier. Devin Ilana Dixon. Nathaniel Fridland.
Connie Marie Picozzi. Davin Souter. Jing Wen Sue Parker.
Students of the class of 2020, please stand. As the principal of A3 High School, I certify that these seniors have met all the requirements set forth by the state of Oregon and the Springfield Public School District. By the power vested in me, I hereby declare the class of 2020 to be graduates of A3 High School. You may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations.
Thank you to all of my teachers and fellow students for the amazing memories I've made here. I've gone to 3 high schools and A3 has been by far my favorite one, so thank you.
I just want to say thank you to all the teachers that pushed me throughout my entire high school career. They pushed me to graduate early and to pursue my dreams, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who got me here.
My favorite memory of A3 is right now, because I'm finally out of here.
I'd like to thank my family, my mother, Carrie, my father, Lee, and my brother, Anders. They've supported me throughout my entire school career, and they've been there for me, and they've been like my team player throughout all of this. I'd like to thank my mom because she has been there more than anybody, and she's also just been a great face to see at school, and she's definitely had a positive attitude, and she's stuck with me throughout my entire life.
My name is Madison Rose Forsyth. I just graduated from A3. I think that if I was going to describe my years at A3, I would say that it's definitely been a journey. I remember coming to A3 on my very first day and going to all the infomercials and like being so excited to make my portfolio so I could get into the school. And I was so excited to come here. And I don't regret that decision. I know that a lot of kids sometimes say that they wish they had the traditional high school experience, but personally, I couldn't get farther enough away from it. And I guess I just really love all the friends that I've made at A3, and I think I have so much more in common with all of you, and I feel so much closer to all of you than I think I would have at a larger school. And I'm really happy that we're all graduating and that we're all here together, even if there's only my cap is falling off. Even if there's only 57 of us or something to that nature, I don't think there's anybody else I would have wanted to graduate with. So I hope you guys have a really good summer, and yeah, take care. Additionally, thanks to all the teachers. You guys are awesome. I feel so much closer to you guys than I would be in public school if I had to call you Miss and Mrs. or Mr. I don't know why I immediately assumed there would be no male teachers. Yeah, I mean, I love you guys, and you guys really taught us everything that you could, and thank you. It was nice to know you guys. All right, now actually bye.
Hey, I graduated, ain't that crazy? My time here at A3, I'd like to believe Eve was one of my finer years, my fine 4 years. Whereas I'd like to thank some teachers. There's most notably Melanie Vetter. I don't know why I did first and last name, but don't worry about that. My teacher, Scott was neat. Scott was a good teacher. He had a few moments. I didn't talk to him that often, but from what I could tell, he was pretty neat, I guess. As Jared Mills it was my main media teacher, and the main reason why I still continue doing art because he has a passion for it, and I like that. Anyways, I'd also like to thank some of my family members, such as my mom, my dad, my grandma Eileen, and my older brother Forrest. I wouldn't even think about going over here if it weren't for them. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you. Goodbye, A3. Farewell.
Really just want to thank the people that pushed me, like Ariana, Shelly, my friends that I made here, especially the ones that I met last year and the ones I got to know over the past 4 years.
So first off, I guess I'm just excited to graduate, especially from high school a year early. And I feel like I could never have done that if I went to a public school like Thurston or Springfield. I know I wouldn't have support like I did here. And although some things can be a little messy in this school, I feel like overall it's a really good, not system, but more like a home. I feel like all the teachers are really nice to students. We have such a good relationship, and I feel like that helps us achieve higher goals in school. And I just feel so welcomed and safe here. So yeah, thank you. gonna cry. Ew. Anyway, I'm done. Thank you. I met some of my best friends here, 2 of my best friends, and it feels like I've known them forever, and they're like my sisters to me. And I don't think I would have met them if I went to the school I was supposed to go to, so I'm very thankful for coming to A3 for that. And I also love all of my teachers very dearly, especially you, Mels. You made my life so much better, and thank you.
I just want to say a special thanks to Amy Bird for being able to step in and be the best principal she could be for our school. I don't think I would be graduating without her support. So big thank you to her and Wilson.
My favorite memory is, that's really tough because I like every single day here, but I'd have to say the confluences are the best just because of the celebration afterwards and how everybody's like, oh, we're so relieved, and we all just group together and hug, and then we go off home.
I would like to thank the teachers here at A3 who have stuck by me from freshman year all the way till all this happened, and for keeping the energy alive even after stuff is kind of going downhill, and for teaching me that art is kind of what I want to do, so yeah.
I just wanted to thank a couple teachers, Ariana and Wilson. This is my first year at A3, and it's been pretty rough, but they both helped me get through it, and I feel like if I didn't have them to help me, I don't think I would have graduated. I just want to say thank you.
I just want to say thank you to every single staff member here that have helped me through this rough journey and accomplish this chapter of my life. Thank you.
Hey guys, unlike most people believe, COVID-19 was great because it made me miss like half my senior year, which was really cool. Thanks, COVID.
I just want to say thank you to all of my teachers who were really inspirational to me in these past 4 years, and they've done so much to help me succeed. And I also want to thank all of my peers who continued to support me even when it was a little more difficult. So thank you to everybody, and congratulations to everyone else.
Thank you to all the teachers who helped me through my time here at A3. It's been a wonderful experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Nissy, for making my art history class very fun. It was really nice being one of your students. Thank you, Nissy.
Thanks, Kyle. Looking back at my experience, I just keep thinking about like writing group and like my writing group teacher, Wilson, and how we did like Family Feud and like played Frisbee outside when it was like sunny. We went on walks, we got coffee a lot, so it was like, I feel like that was definitely my highlight for high school and overall. It was just like writing group. That was like actually my favorite class on top of doing dance, and then majoring in dance.
Thank you so much, A3. This was an amazing experience, and I will treasure the memories forever.